I'm a little late. I watched it last night, but I kept getting phone calls and stuff, so I got a little distracted. So I watched it again tonight, and it wasn't bad. Actually, it was pretty good, so maybe I shouldn't classify it as wasn't bad, but it was good. But there are some things I want to rant on. One, we have a 34-year-old girl who's still in high school. I don't know why, but okay. You know, But here's what bugs me. She shows up at her boyfriend's house. People do that when they're sick. And she calls her mom and goes, "Oh, this guy's really sick." The mom just screams out, "Don't touch him." Doesn't bother to explain why. Now, you and I both know that touching him isn't a bad thing. You're not going to get sick from it. But they don't know that. They just yell out, "Don't touch him." Well, a little explanation might help. Hey, look, there's a major disease. We don't know what's causing it. Put some gloves on if you're going to touch this guy. Nope, I'm driving over there. Here's another thing that bugs me, really bugs me. It hits them. They're like, "We might need to get out of town. This is legit, And they're like, "Yeah, we got to get out of town, but first let's screw around for a day and a half." Yeah, that sounds amazing to me. In fact, it's believable because just this morning, my house caught on fire. And I thought, I should call 911, but I'm going to take a nap first. Yeah, it worked out horribly, by the way. Drug addicted Carl. I'm not a big fan of him, but I will admit that I like him more than 35-year-old Judith. So that's okay. One of the problems I have with this Fear the Walking Dead is we pretty much know how it ends up. The humans lose. I guess it's kind of fun watching them go through the struggle, but all they had to do was get out of town. Maybe go to Atlanta, hook up with Rick, just hang out at the hospitals. You'll find Rick, and chances are a lot of you will die, but Rick won't because he's a badass. So I'm all right with that. Again, there's not a lot of people I like in this show. I'm kind of liking Tobias because at first I hated him. So watch. First I hated Tobias. I'm like, "Oh God, I can't wait for this kid to get bit." He didn't get bit. Then he turns out to be kind of a likable kid. I was explaining earlier that he's not a badass. He's not Daryl. He's not Rick. He's a kid who got picked on in high school, but he got pretty scrappy with that zombie, by the way. And I'm liking that guy, and then it hits me. Oh, crap. That's a death sentence. We're not going to get to see Tobias get eaten. That's just not how they do it. What we are going to get to see is in about 3 or 4 weeks, they're going to show a swarm, and Tobias is going to be one of them, because I like him. So God knows. 54-year-old daughter, she's going to live forever. Believe me, because I'm not that lucky. And, oh yeah, it is. Apparently being black in the zombie apocalypse is just horrible because they've wiped out like every black cast member in all of 2 hours, really. It's just like people are like Hitler. But that being said, my question is, was this episode good? Because I thought it was. Or was it just good compared to episode 1? Okay. Side rant, because I don't want to do another video. I watched The Strain. This episode wasn't all that great. It was kind of slow and boring, and the doctor really is a big pain in the ass, and they're always looking for a book, and they're really cavalier about just roaming around with vampires everywhere. It's like the concept of, hey, maybe we should lock the doors never occurs to them. They're like, maybe we should just go out and have a night on the town. That doesn't seem right to me, but they do it anyway. And this one was one of those just kind of prolong the series type of episodes. I mean, it moved really slow, and I don't know what the master's obsession is with that creepy little kid. They seem to be spending a lot of time worrying about that little jerk, and I think if I were me, the further away from me he is, the happier I am. I don't like that guy, but I don't like his dad or his mom either. I'm kind of hateful towards a lot of people, I've noticed, but I'm all right with it. Keeps me warm at night. Uh, but yeah, the Strain's still been an awesome season, so I can deal with one bad episode, I guess. Okay, off my side rant, back to Fear the Walking Dead. Uh, it's getting better. It really is. You know, I've already got a suit picked out for poor Tobias's funeral. You know, and I don't know. You know, it's just bad writing sometimes. You know, it's always a typical thing like, we're gonna leave, but some stupid kid screws it up for everybody. Well, slap the shit out of him for a change. Get away from that window. Don't tell me what to do. Really? You're 6'5". Punch that frickin' kid in the ear. He'll listen to you. All right? Um, Other than that, oh, yeah, you know, Mom, what's going on out there? You don't need to know. Well, yeah, she does need to know. I mean, I'd like to think that if zombies were attacking my neighborhood, my mom might explain to me why it's a good idea to not go out there and start shaking hands with them. You know, my mom would probably invite me to go out there and start shaking hands with them, but she's a good cook, so I forgive her. Anyway, I haven't given up on Fear the Walking Dead yet because it did get better, and I haven't given up on The Strain because one bad episode doesn't ruin the whole season, does it? I'll see you next week.